Take one.
Today I'm going to talk about resistance band training and why it's so important for people with multiple sclerosis and really for anybody. If you do resistance band training correctly, you're going to get tremendous results. But what does that mean? I mean, how do you do resistance band training correctly? Well, what I do is I work with 6 different training methods and I cycle those methods and I make sure that every one of my clients concentrates and focuses on each exercise, each movement, each repetition, and each set that they're doing. So what training methods am I using that are so different? Well, the first training method I use is the time under tension training method. The second method is the fast twitch fiber method. The third method is the rest pause method. The fourth method is the contraction method. The fifth method is the stretch method. And the last method is my high repetition method. So I'm using all of these 6 methods in a very specific way, cycling them when each one of the clients needs to move on to a different type of method. So let me give you a little bit of a for instance here. If you're going to use a time under tension method, you're going to do this very correctly, which means that as you're coming up with that 7-second time under tension, you're pulling your elbows back, squeezing the biceps for the bicep curl. You're not doing this, okay? This is not the proper way of doing a bicep curl, even when you're using time under tension. So it's a slow 7 count up, pulling the elbows back, the biceps contracted, and coming back down for that same 7 seconds. Why does this work? Well, if you're connecting the brain to the muscle, especially for those of us with MS that do not have that connection with our nerves, you are now creating a connection from your brain to the muscle that you're working. You're telling it what to do, and you're focusing on that muscle, making it do things that with MS it normally does not want to do. So again, if I'm using all of my training methods correctly and I'm cycling them as they need to be cycled, I'm going to give you results that you've never seen before. So why don't you stick with me, see what we're doing with our optimal body training methods, and we'll see you next time.